welcome. I'm Francesca Mascarenas.
And I am Aaron Lingdo. We're at Cafe Delhi Heights.
And we've got the latest news from the world of entertainment, movies, music, fashion and celebrities.
So here's where we bring to you exclusive details, unexpected information and lots more. Take a look.
It's the most fashionable time of the year in New York, where international designers are showcasing their Spring-Summer 2017 collections at the New York Fashion Week.
Well, this year there were more than 100 international designers at the event, including the likes of Vera Wang, Tommy Hilfiger, and the Indian designer Bibhu Mohapatra.
Yeah, and did you know designer Carolina Herrera is celebrating 35 years of being in the industry, and Jimmy Choo celebrated their 20th anniversary.
And Cartier had every reason to celebrate. They reopened Cartier's mansion in New York's Fifth Avenue, and their guest celebrity included Edward Norton, Sienna Miller, and of course the lovely Katie Holmes.
Proud moment for India at the New York Fashion Week was having Indian acid attack victim Reshma Qureshi walk the ramp.
She opened the show for designer Archana Kochar at the FTL Moda Show, and she was wearing this beautiful white embroidered gown. You know, that's for a campaign to empower other victims. Francesca, let's move on now from runways to beauty pageants.
Arkansas!
Oh yes, the Miss America beauty pageant was last week.
Exactly. Miss Arkansas Savvy Shields won Miss America 2017, and she did manage to impress the judges with her jazz dance routine and her questions about her take on the US presidential candidate Hillary Clinton.
And come through in Atlantic City.
Gorgeous and talented, lucky girl. Do you know also, for the first time in the history of the Miss America beauty pageant in almost 100 years, there was a lesbian contestant who was Erin O'Flaherty, who revealed her identity and proudly did so. And even though she didn't make the first cut of the 15 contestants, she said she felt so much of love and support from all the organizations involved.
Well, that's a pretty good step and a very proud moment for the LGBT community. Also, India's veteran singer Asha Bhosle turned 83 last week. She was felicitated with a concert entitled Timeless Asha.
And Indian celebrities like Urmila Matondkar and Terence Lewis performed at the show.
Also at the concert was some of the actresses who performed in her songs earlier, like Tabu, Helen and Dimple Kapadia.
Now you know, Asha Bhosle has been in the industry for over 60 years, and she's been making India proud by representing our nation on so many global platforms.
Hey, we also want to wish her a very happy 83rd birthday.
That's all we have for the news this week.
Coming up next, we are reviewing 2 movies this week.
Simulations showed that you could make it back to the airport.
Not possible.
Sully is based on the real-life story of Captain Chelsea Sully Sullenberger, the man whose Hudson River landing made him a national hero. Tom Hanks shines in the lead role. Christopher Orr from The Atlantic commented, "If Tom Hanks did not exist, Eastwood would have had to invent him." Rotten Tomatoes Tomatometer gave it 83%, but as per New York Daily News, this Sully never soars. The movie was too short to capture the essence of the story. Social media had a lot to say about the movie. We give Sully a 7 on 10.
उस वक्त आपने क्या क्लियर इंडिकेशन दिया कि इस वक्त मैं सेक्स में इंटरेस्टेड नहीं हूं.
Now we bring to you the first impact of Pink, an engaging courtroom drama revolving around the consent of women, directed by Anirudh Roy Chaudhary, produced by Sujit Sarkar, and featuring Amitabh Bachchan in the lead role.
I hope that people outside and outside this country will also recognize what is happening. It's very embarrassing when you visit a foreign country and you see people from their land talking to us and saying, oh, you're from India, the land of rape. It's very embarrassing. I want that to go.
A Swedish girl who came to watch the film, she knows Hindi by chance. She just came out and she says, this film is much more relevant in my country, in Sweden.
International Business Times says this Amitabh Bachchan film highlights the importance of consent and does it right. Daily News and Analysis says Amitabh Bachchan is exceptional in this heart-hitting courtroom drama on women's consent. Social media too have a lot to say. All in all, we give Pink a 9 on 10. Here's Francesca with our celebrity guest.
Hi and welcome. I am with Ruchika Oberoi, writer and director of Island City, and with her star cast, Vinay Pathak, Tanishta Chatterjee and Amrita Subhash.
Here, here.
Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you.
Ruchika, let me start by congratulating you. How does it feel to have your film already receive international recognition?
It feels absolutely great. So our film premiered at Venice, and there it got the Fedora Award for the Best Debut Director at Venice Days.
Yes.
So that was a great award to get, and that was
Great.
Yes, someone tell me the company motto right now.
Fun, frolic, festivity.
वो कंपनी की पॉलिसी नहीं, टेम्पररी टैगलाइन.
So Vinay, why don't you tell us about your character, Suyash, that you play in Island City?
He's a very boring man. He works in an office. He's a corporate guy. He is engrossed in his daily life so much that he doesn't know what is the definition of fun.
Oh.
And when he's forced to have some, he loses his balance. That's where the dark comedy sets in.
So how was it working on this film?
Fantastic. It was just what the doctor had ordered for me, because I was kind of seeing this shrink just before this film. And said, why don't you do something where you have to confront your own demons?
Mr. Chaturvedi, are you not having fun?
Maza to bahut aa raha hai.
How did these women treat you on set?
Well, I'll tell you one thing, we never met on the set.
Yes.
My only partner in crime was Ashwin Mushran, the fabulous bald talent that we have in our industry. He is
Certainly.
very talented and is very bald.
लिफाफा खोलो और इसमें जैसा जैसा लिखना है उसको ठीक वैसे वैसे follow करो.
And he's a dear friend, but he's really bald. And whatever hair comes out of his head, he shaves it off every single day. And I said to him one day, why, man, why? And he said, I am prepping myself for that one film that'll come my way. And it did. Island City.
You live the life. You're a lucky man.
That's
It was
perfect.
Island City that his head has been shining for so many years. And I hope he grows some hair after this because he's not in the sequel.
Did you know? Did you
I
tell him
just
that?
found out. He would find out after watching
I'm
this.
sure.
Yeah, why
is
saying that? Yes, yes.
Okay, Ruchika, tell us something about your experience working with these three actors.
Oh, just consider I'm not here.
So as you can see that they're all amazing actors with a brilliant sense of humor, and it was just a lot of fun. And what was very interesting was that each of the stories we shot it one after the other, and each of the stories is set in a completely different space with completely different color tones, everything.
It was almost like shooting three different films, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it was.
Wow. But the energy that each of the actors brought was so intense, and every story was like different for us. We would say, okay, this one was so great. Now how will the next one go? We would get nervous and all, but then that would be maybe even better, have a different kind of energy altogether. It was great because even for me, this is my first film.
Yeah.
So obviously, working with actors who are so versatile, who have worked in so many great projects, and what they brought with them was a great learning experience for me.
You better have fun.
With Francesca on her show. You are watching Francesca
On WION. Okay, so thank you so much. Thanks for being with us.
हम सब एक साथ डूबे हुए हैं और हम सब की डेस्टिनीज एक दूसरे से कनेक्टेड है.
Well, let's take a look at the Toronto International Film Festival.
The 2016 edition of the Toronto International Film Festival began with the premiere of Antoine Fuqua's The Magnificent Seven. The star actors of the film are Chris Pratt, Denzel Washington, and Ethan Hawke. The diversity of this star cast caught everyone's attention.
It's a cast and a director coming from all walks of life. Where it's like we had our leader is African American from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. We got Denzel from Brooklyn. We got Martin, who's a Native American from Alaska. Bing Hao from Korea. Manuel is a beautiful Latin American actor. We got people coming from all over the world, and we had to pull together to make something beautiful, just like the characters in the story.
I can't turn back from this. Watch yourself.
Oliver Stone's controversial film Snowden also premiered at TIFF. The film is about Edward Snowden, the former contractor of the National Security Agency who has turned a whistleblower. Though the film released in the festival, director Oliver Stone still has his doubts about its release in theaters.
Well, it's a hot subject. The NSA is worldwide. The ability to intercept, to harm, anything can happen.
The NSA is really tracking every cell phone in the world.
It was a pleasure to see Richard Gere on the red carpet for the premiere of his film Norman, the moderate rise and tragic fall of a New York fixer. When asked about his character in the movie, this is what he has to say.
He's completely saturated with that need to be accepted. And he will say and do almost anything to get there.
Let me buy you the shoes. It'd be my privilege to buy you these shoes. Please. But it makes an Israeli leader.
Under the direction of Joseph Cedar, the film tells the story of a veteran fixer in New York's Jewish community who runs into trouble when he tries to win over a visiting Israeli dignitary played by Lior Ashkenazi by buying him an extravagant pair of shoes.
Please. We'll take them. I don't want you walking out of here empty-handed.
Moulin Rouge actor Evan McGregor debuted as a director with his film American Pastoral.
find it hard to tell you, I find it hard to take. When people run in circles, it's a
McGregor not only directed the film but also played the role of a hard-working American man in the late 60s whose family begins to fall apart after his daughter becomes politically radicalized.
It's quite a new one for me. I mean, it's the first film I've directed and therefore feel completely responsible for, and I've been in this situation as an actor many times, and I always like it, and it's always nerve-wracking, but this is quite new, yes.
Here we are!
Other movies that caught our eye are Justin Timberlake and the Tennessee Kids, the concert documentary, scheduled to be released on Netflix in October this year, and Leonardo DiCaprio's Before the Flood, which is a film about climate change directed by Fisher Stevens. The film is releasing before the US presidential elections to remind people about the need of having a leader who takes this issue seriously. We now have Aaron reviewing Siddharth Malhotra's style.
Here it is, from high street to high fashion, a face as pleasing as his style. The boy next door meets regality. That for us is Siddharth Malhotra. He's our celebrity for this week. The Delhi-born model turned actor has all that it takes to be a solid fashion icon. His impeccable style and persona allows him to pull off any look. His style is experimental and deliberate. He's suave on and off the camera. He's given smart casual dressing and Indian wear an all-new high. He's the perfect epitome to amp up your style quotient. Give your suit some relief. Don't be afraid to experiment with color, textures and prints. Your evening rendezvous need not be boring. You can either go monotone from head to toe and let your shirt and accessories do all the talking, or throw in a casual jacket over a printed shirt and team them up with khaki chinos. Statement jackets should be your go-to options. They're fun and modern and send a message that you mean business. Wear printed jackets and wear them over solid color t-shirts. You don't want the look to be so busy. You can experiment with leather. Wear them with a crisp white shirt and ripped denims. We suggest you don't go clean shaven. Keep that stubble, it just brings in that easy vibe.
Thank you, Aaron. Siddharth sure knows how to sizzle, doesn't he?
Certainly he does. And now let's look at what's trending on our charts.
This is our weekly roundup of the 5 hottest tracks out there right now. So if it's trending, then it's definitely on our charts.
No, I can't stop.
Rapid rise continues for Closer, a song by American DJ duo The Chainsmokers featuring American singer Halsey. It was released at the end of July this year by Columbia Records and peaked at number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100. Cold Water is a song recorded by electronic music group Major Lazer featuring Justin Bieber and M.O., which was also released at the end of July this year and debuted at number 2 in the United States. Heathens is a song by American musical duo 21 Pilots, released as the lead single for the film Suicide Squad, which won an award for Best Rock Video at the 2016 MTV Video Music Awards.
It looks like you might be one of us. Baby, I don't need dollar bills to have fun tonight.
Cheap Thrills is a song by Sia, and an official remix version features vocals by Sean Paul that released earlier this year in February. The song became Sia's first number 1 hit in the US.
Don't let me down.
Don't Let Me Down is a song by American duo The Chainsmokers featuring vocals by Daya and was released in February this year. This dance pop song has reached the top 10 in several countries.
Don't let me down. Don't let me
have an interesting lineup of the latest Bollywood songs that have just released from the much-awaited films like Ae Dil Hai Mushkil, Raz Reboot, and Pink. We also have songs from Baar Baar Dekho that released last week. Let's see what they are. The title song from Ae Dil Hai Mushkil, Karan Johar's upcoming film, is sung by Arijit Singh and has been fast gaining popularity. It features Ranbir Kapoor, Anushka Sharma and Aishwarya Rai Bachchan and is written by Amitabh Bhattacharya with music by Preetham.
प्यार की ताकत ही कुछ और होती है औरों के रिश्तों की तरह ये दो लोगों में नहीं पड़ती रात आएगी तो
Raz Aakhe Teri, also by Arijit Singh and lyrics by Rashmi Virag from the eagerly awaited horror film starring Imran Hashmi called Raz Reboot, has also been creating buzz. Raj Raj Ke title song of Akira starring Sonakshi Sinha has the actress singing for the very first time along with Vishal Dadlani.
ये जो अब हो रहा है कुछ अजब हो रहा है क्या यही प्यार का है
So Asman from Baar Baar Dekho is sung by Neeti Mohan and Arman Malik, and the music for this track is composed by Amal Malik.
सौ आसमानों को और दो जहानों को छोड़ के आई तेरे
Bolo Har 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 from Ajay Devgan's upcoming film Shive is composed by Mithun and sung by Mohit Chauhan, Sukhvinder, Megha Shriram and Dalton. It is laced with shlokas as well as Bachchan's rap.
We're going to end up in the Hudson.
Now we bring you the latest Hollywood films.
Simulations showed that you could make it back to the airport.
Not possible.
Sully, our latest release, is an American biographical drama film directed and co-produced by Clint Eastwood.
I'll never get over how beautiful
It is about a US Airways flight and its pilot, and based on the original autobiography. The film stars Tom Hanks as the main lead. Sully premiered at the 43rd Annual Telluride Film Festival earlier this month and was released in the United States by Warner Brothers. It has already received positive reviews from critics, with a lot of praise going to Tom Hanks' portrayal of the pilot, as well as Clint Eastwood's direction.
That's your guy.
Wait, is he blind?
We messed up to rob a blind guy, isn't it?
Just because he's blind don't mean he's insane, bro.
Don't Breathe definitely takes your breath away as it continues to climb the box office charts. This American horror film is directed by Fed Alvarez, which he also wrote along with Rodo Sayujuz.
Money's probably in there.
The film is about three friends who choose the wrong house to rob and stars Jane Levy, Dylan Minnette, Daniel Zovato and Stephen Lang. Together they get trapped inside a house owned by a blind man who turns out to be a bigger challenge than they expected. Watch the movie to see if they survive.
And here are the most trending films and new releases in Bollywood.
मुझे ये घर ये लाइफ नहीं चाहिए मैं आगे बढ़ना चाहता हूँ मुझे अपने करियर पे ध्यान देना है
Baar Baar Dekho is a film starring Katrina Kaif and Siddharth Malhotra. The film deals with the genre of time travel, which is a concept that hasn't really succeeded at the box office yet.
ये अच्छा है हनीमून पे पूछ रहे हो शादी कब की
The songs in the film managed to create enough hype with a lot of buzz about the pairing of Katrina and Siddharth set against enticing locations. Let's see what this love story has in store for us.
मेरे से पता है क्या हो रहा है मेरे को ऐसे कुछ याद नहीं आ रहा है पता नहीं मैं कहाँ सोता हूँ कहाँ उठता हूँ
Why are you behaving like a lunatic?
The film Freaky Ali starring Nawazuddin Siddiqui is another film this week that has attempted to use a genre like sports to create waves at the box office.
ये जो बॉलर दिख रहा है ना
वो नकली अंग्रेज
हाँ ये हमारे मोहल्ले का ब्रेडली है चलो खेलो अभी
However, it is not any popularly played sport in India like cricket or hockey, but instead the game of golf that is often referred to the rich man's game.
महारानी की जय हो।
The film is set in Mumbai and shows us how someone from a less fortunate background succeeds in a world that is completely foreign to him. Actor-director Sohail Khan has been ambitious with this story that throws light on a game less known by our masses and challenges serious character actor Nawazuddin Siddiqui with his comedian role Vicky Ali.
टॉस कौन जीता? अरे मियाँ, ये क्रिकेट मैच नहीं है, ये गोल्फ है, गोल्फ।
सेक्स
मन तो है करने का, लेकिन आने का शादी से पहले नहीं।
तेरा कांड होगा।
I'm bored, you coward. So stop talking and come and show me what you can do.
Let's go.
Sujit Sarkar's new production venture, Pink, is in theatres now. A Delhi-set thriller will see Amitabh Bachchan in the lead role, Tapsi Pannu, Keerti Kulhari and Andrea Tarian.
उस वक्त आपने क्या क्लियर इंडिकेशन दिया कि इस वक्त मैं सेक्स में interested nahi.
The film revolves around many aspects of what morals and society norm and practices women in our country go through.
फिर आपने ऐसा क्यों किया?
जबरदस्ती पकड़ के रखा हुआ था मुझे। अगर दोबारा करेगा ना सर, तो तुम्हारा खींच के बॉटल मारूंगी इसके सिर पे मैं।
That's all we have time for. Thanks so much for watching us on WION.
Tune in to Unscripted next week, same time.